Right, so we got the creepy door in the room open. So you can see which room we're in. Put a K2 there and a cat ball. So this is the stairway where a lady lost her life back when this was a private home, we think.
Local legend says.
Local legend, Liz Cormell says. So if there is anybody there, whether you're the lady that lost her life or not, are you able to make any of the lights come on? You've just seen me do it. So the one up here, all you need to do is get closer to that one, and it will go from a green light to a yellow light to a red light, the closer you get to it. And this one's just a little toy. So all you have to do is touch that and it will start flashing in different colours. As I said before as well, if you do want to whisper into this object in my hand, we might not hear you right now, but we should hear you at some points when we watch it again. The shadows in the background are shown, by the way, because the lights are behind us.
Sorry.
No, you're all right. Wherever you go, you're going to be, your shadow's going to be there, so don't worry about it. We know it's you.
Okay, do you mean it stood up, or is it not?
No, it's lying down, just on the side there.
Shall I stand it up?
You can do if you want. I can see it from here, but I don't know if you can. Careful, there's a ball on the top step, though.
Okay. Yeah, don't break your neck.
Shani, you're there. With the first ones.
Do you have a contract in the team?
Yeah.
The first one to go has to come back as the resident team goes.
But you know, that's one thing Mark always did with Fright Nights.
Yeah.
First aid, to a point, and then just pop back. People get their money's worth.
Employee to the afterlife.
Exactly. Till death is only marriage. Employment lasts past that. It is, isn't it? If anybody's been keeping an eye on us tonight and wandering around with us, feel free to make the lights move. Make them light up. Yeah, I think it was mine. I'm not hungry, I've just had lots of fizzes.
So that was quite an impressive tap.
Yeah.
Damn.
If you want to, and you can summon the energy, knock the cat ball down the stairs. So that little plastic thing there, we just call it a cat ball because it's generally designed for cats to play with, but feel free.
Or shut the door.
Yeah.
If you don't want us bothering you, slam the door. I know you have a penchant for opening it.
Yeah. If you want us to leave you alone.
So I'm not feeling anybody. I'm not in here anyway.
What does that mean?
Well, it feels like there's movement out in the corridor, but I don't know whether that's residual or somebody there. But it feels really flat in here, but I can feel energy moving out there.
Well, I think that's our cue to grab our gear and...
We can open the door and see if they want to come in.
Oh, do that.
Let's see if I can invite them in.
Right. I'm going to go in here and... Yeah, don't slam the door while I'm in here, please. Because I might not be able to get back out. And oh, you do not want to be stuck in here with me.
Find the way out the other door.
I will come crashing through a wall. Right, I'm gonna grab these toys then. See, I'd play with that if I was a spirit.
Pretty nice.
Exactly. I love it. Right. Put one.
It feels like they're sussing us out, you know, like...
Oh, kind of.
Don't be afraid.
Oh, sorry, Charlotte. They're probably working out if they want to hurt you.
I think they're wondering if we're crazy.
Well, clearly we're crazy, but not dangerous.
Well, yeah. We better shut that door, otherwise the staff will...
Staff will come and have a heart attack in the morning.
Guess what? That door opened.
Okay,
Yeah, sorry,
well if there is somebody in there, we're going to leave you in peace now.
you want to come out again, open the door again?
Yeah, if you decide you think they're all right, go. Yeah, come out if you want to.
Yeah, but that makes it even more impressive that it opens.
That is true, actually. That did take a lot of effort.
Yeah, almost like kind of want to set up a CCTV camera in here. Like on the top of the bed, so it's not going to get anybody in the room.
I was going to say that would be a little bit uncomfortable if you were a guest.
Just like, you can't
Straight on the door.
camera, but just straight on the door. Or the top of the door or something.
Or the passage.
Under the bed, like looking out.
Yeah, just something.
Yeah, it feels like it needs something like on it all the time. And then it would never happen again, would it?
No.
Because
It would just be people like me coming in and going, come on, put your foot on the frame. How many people do you think are out there? You think it's a couple of people from all over the hotel that have just kind of spotted us?
like if they're kids at the moment,
Oh,
which is
kids.
something that's reported in a lot of these corridors, it's kids running up and down. Like when I came here for the press opening,
Yeah.
there were two ladies who'd worked here, like younger ladies who just worked here for a while, I think. And they were like, oh yeah, we always hear like footsteps running up and down these corridors.
Oh. Has there ever been a fire here or anything like that that would cause mass evacuation that could also cause footsteps to run?
Not that I know of, but that doesn't mean there hasn't.
No. Okay.
It's not something that's been talked about.
Well, if there is this kind of an active corridor for them running around this bit.
All of the corridors.
Okay, I was just thinking if I put the cat ball out there
Yeah.
and we have the door open, because this is quite... Okay. So if there are little ones running around...
It's behind you.
Okay. If anybody wants to play with this, I mean, it stops lighting up when we keep it still. Then when we move it, it lights up like this, which is really, really nice. I'm going to leave this here for you guys to have a bit of a play with. So you can see there. So I'm going to put it on the floor there. I'm going to go back in that room now, so I'm going to leave you in peace to play with it if you want to. Please don't be scared of us. We're just here to meet you and to find out a bit more about you. I think you've been here a long time on your own, and it'd be good for you to talk to people. So I'll go back in here, and then you have a play if you want to. Really hoping a hotel guest isn't going to come down there and just go on their arse. If that happens, we just run out to the cars and go.
I just let the door go.
Yeah, just last thing they see is us through, just like, oh crap.
Like 250 quid on you being framed.
Well, that is true. No, they don't pay anymore, do they? Because you get it all on online for free.
Mm-hmm.
Rip off.
Yeah. You just get monetised on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Worth more than 250 quid.
If anyone is out there, if you just stand near the ball or put your hand on it, it should light up in all those pretty colours again. It won't hurt. You could see when I was playing with it, it wasn't hurting me, and it won't hurt you either. Is there a reason they're all in that kind of corner?
Did you hear that?
Is that a guest in a room there?
I don't know. It was like,
I was going to say yours. We're out here because we think we just heard a woman's voice. We need to make sure there's not any guests in these rooms.
We can ask Amit how many rooms, which rooms are booked out.
Okay, so out here we've got 215 is the only room out here. Then it goes to corridors.
There might be somebody above us.
Would we hear them? Oh, to be fair, it's a corridor above us.
Yeah, there's a room above this one, isn't there?
It's further back. So just so you can see what I mean.
But it was definitely inside the hotel and not on the high street.
It definitely was, yeah. And it definitely came from this direction.
Yeah.
Can you hear anything coming out of room 215?
But like I say, the easy way to check is whether they've got a key for it. And if they haven't got the key, there's somebody in it.
That is very true. So we're going to check out room 215 when we get back downstairs. Okay, last chance to play with this ball before we pick it up. But we'll put it down in other corridors that you might like to play in as well.
I've just heard another hum. When you stopped talking, I heard a
Would you like us to take it to another corridor for you? Sorry, it's me moving that keeps turning the light on.
It buzzes.
It does buzz. I didn't hear a hum that time, so maybe it's someone in the room. And quite by chance, I've actually got the K2 in the background of me filming here. It's not gone off, but very sensitive sensor on this. I just shook my head. I'll try it again later, don't worry.
I'm wondering if it's worth shutting the door and then just seeing if we hear that hum again.
The
If
lady.
it's somebody talking, then we'll hear it. If it's not,
Yeah,
we won't hear anything, will we?
that makes sense.
Because it definitely sounded like it was down the corridor and not out.
Yeah,
So,
I assumed it was another guest, but I heard it all the way back here.
yeah. But then when you said about moving it to another corridor, I heard a
Yeah, I didn't hear that out there.
faint. It wasn't as loud as the last one, but it was a
Okay, we're going to leave you in peace soon. But if there is anybody in this room at all, can you just make that light up to a yellow? You don't need to go all the way to red. What is that?
It's the wardrobe door because the floorboards are so rickety.
Sian is convinced she's responsible for that noise. You can tell by her little feetsies curled up under there.
Cold. Go stand in front of the heater. Yeah.
So we think we heard a woman's voice. That was Sian's voice.
Very
Because she
similar
found
to that.
very similar to that, but that was because Sian's found out the heater's still on. So if there is a woman in here, other than us three,
Or in the corridor.
Or in the corridor outside. If you want to come on in, you don't have to light that up. You can let us know some other way. You know, push Liz onto the floor.
Yeah, you can try.
Blow really cold air onto Sian, because she's cold. Don't look like such a victim. Can you knock on the door if you're out in the corridor? Just a little tap.
It feels like somebody behind me now. All of a sudden, like, you know, when like...
You just get that presence that's
like,
crept up on you.
Yeah.
Does it feel comfortable or...?
Curious more than anything else. I think it's the lady.
Oh, welcome. Odd us saying that to you in your own home. It's a pleasure to meet you. We're no threat to you at all. Times have just changed a little bit, and practices like this, where we try and talk to people like yourself, are more common. We know you.
Wearing trousers.
And we're wearing trousers. And you have short hair.
Yeah.
We just want to know more about your story. We've heard that you may have been pushed or fallen down the stairs behind that door. And we really just want to know what actually happened to you. We're really sorry that you're stuck here. I really hope you're here by choice.
Yeah, I don't think she's stuck. I think she comes and goes. That's my stomach.
Well, in that case, I'm incredibly pleased you can leave when you feel the need. What's drawn you to us tonight?
This is a lot of curiosity. It's like, what are you doing? Why? How are you talking to me? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because, of course, this place hasn't been investigated very much.
No,
so
they've not come across people like us.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing?
Can you tell us if your name is Cynthia?
Interesting, we've not heard the voice again.
Do you think that may have been her initially arriving?
Well, I don't know. I'm just thinking if it was another guest, it wouldn't be a one-off, would it?
No. It would be a
Either somebody
conversation
asleep
or
having a conversation. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a one-off just as you stop talking. So maybe that was her,
Maybe.
or another lady.
When you were alive, was this your room, or was your room at the bottom of the stairs?
Is the lady in the corridor your mother? I don't know why I asked that. It just feels like there's a connection. Because they appear to be the similar age, but that's just appearance, like spiritually. But there seems to be like a familial connection with them.
Okay. Was your mother with you when you passed away?
Or did she find you? Tell you what, if that door knocks now, it would make me jump. I'm like, it's, you know, when you're like waiting for something to happen.
Yeah,
It's like
the energy's rising.
Yeah, feels like that at the moment. It's really curiosity. It's like, what?
I know we've had it in the past where people think that we're mentally unstable. The spirits have questioned that because we're up in the middle of the night trying to talk to dead people.
But do they see it as the middle of the night?
Well, that's true. And do
is
they?
There time, because time isn't linear?
No. And are they aware they're even dead?
Yeah. I think she knows.
Is it you that's been opening that door?
I think she gets off on making people jump.
Oh, well, please make one of us jump. Just make...
That door flies open behind me.
Oh, it doesn't even have to be the door. If you can just make a noise, you know, one of the reasons we do this is to have that experience with somebody like yourself. So if you can do something just to give one of us a bit of a scare, we'd all find it very funny. And I feel like I've just written my name on the dotted line.
Well volunteered. It's almost like they're finding out how they can interact. Because I think it's really interesting that twice that door's open. It's been since I've started investigating here.
Mm.
It's not been widely reported before that.
Okay.
Like there isn't a load of stuff in the guest book or anything like that where the door's randomly opened.
And she's mostly in this area?
It's kind of, it's kind of that side of the bed almost.
Okay. I hope I'm not walking through you. I don't mean any disrespect if I am in your space at all.
It's like they're learning to
So
what gets a reaction almost.
So that is one of the easiest ways for you to communicate with us. You will see it with a lot more groups like us that come in here. It's what we call a K2. And it basically can just sense that you're close. So if you put your hand near the top where that green light is, then it should start going up towards yellow and red. And I promise you, you will get one heck of a reaction out of any paranormal investigator if you can make a K2 light up like that. A lot of what we do is based on the force field that you have around you. And these machines help us detect that. So I'm going to back up because I still feel like I might be in your personal space. And I don't think that's appropriate. So I'm going to go this way a little bit.
It's not magic or anything like that.
It's nothing to be fearful of. And it's nothing against God or anything like that. We're all religious people in our own way. And would never do anything to disrespect. Sounds daft and I'm not a big believer in it, but I feel like I just saw an orb go from the table towards the K2.
On your phone or anything?
No, on my phone. But there's no other dust at all in this hotel.
Yeah, but you'd have thought with the lights on, with us moving around, if there was a lot of dust, it would catch, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And every time we moved, you get a load in there.
Yeah. So are you able to make that light up for us? Or would you rather play with the ball that I put outside? So I've still got that. So I'll put this next to it as well, just in case. So with this one, exactly the same. You just put your hand near it and it will light up.
Or if you could poke either of them, if you can get enough energy. Just see what you can do, find out what you can...
Yeah, just have a play. Because people like us will come through here more in the future. but we all have very similar toys with us for you to play with. So feel free to get used to these.
Is it raining out now? I just heard like, it sounded like footsteps, but then I thought maybe it's like, you know, you get lots of water going down.
Oh.
It's not raining. And if
No.
another guest had flushed a chain in a toilet, we'd hear it.
Yeah, we'd have all heard that quite clearly.
But it was almost like
odd.
2 footsteps.
I mean, Shana in front of each window and there's nothing, so... Are you alright, Shana? You look like you're falling asleep. You look like you're falling asleep.
I'm just listening. I've got my eyes closed, but I'm just listening.
She's slurring your words as well, Bab. Do you need some snacks?
If I did fall asleep, it'd wake me up, but I'm just taking it all in.
If you would like us to leave while you have a think about everything that's going on, if you could let us know. I know it sounds like I'm trying to trick you there, but I'm not. But if you could just let us know, we would happily get out of your space.
I feel like I can hear a conversation, but I don't know whether that's just because it's so quiet. You know, your ears play tricks.
Yeah, and it's like humming or something in the background that
Yeah, but it's almost like there's a TV on.
There might well be in another
several
room.
rooms away.
Yeah.
And every so often I hear.
Just like a muffled voice.
Yeah, and I can't decide whether it's actually something or whether it's just my ears playing tricks because it's so quiet.
Is she still here?
Can't feel.
Oh, she must have decided we're a waste of time.
She's gone to get reinforcements.
Yeah. Either way, we should leave.